Biological classification. Aristotle was the earliest scientist to attempt a more scientific basis for classification. He used simple morphological characters to classify plants into trees, shrubs, and herbs. Linnaeus proposed a two-kingdom classification system where he placed all the organisms into kingdoms Plantae and Animalia. In 1969, a five-kingdom classification system proposed by Whittaker was based on criteria like cell structure, body organization, mode of nutrition, reproduction, and phylogenetic relationships. He proposed 5 kingdoms: Monera, Protista, Fungi, Plantae, and Animalia. Monera includes all prokaryotes, Protista includes unicellular eukaryotes, Fungi includes organisms with multicellular, loose tissue organization and chitinous cell wall. Monera later divided into 2 kingdoms, Archaebacteria and Eubacteria. The 6-kingdom classification system was given by Carl Weiss. The 3-domain system has also been proposed that divides Monera into 2 domains and placed all eukaryotes in a single domain. Archaebacteria live in extreme conditions such as salty area, halophiles, hot springs, thermoacidophiles, and marshy area, methanogen. Methanogen are present in the gut of several ruminant animals such as cows and buffaloes and are responsible for the production of methane from the dung of these animals. In nostoc, the site of nitrogen fixation is heterocyst. Cholera, tetanus, and citrus canker are well-known diseases caused by different bacteria. Bacteria asexually reproduce mainly by fission. Sexual reproduction includes primitive type of DNA transfer. Mycoplasma are organisms that completely lack a cell wall. They are smallest living cells known and can survive without oxygen. They are facultative anaerobes and are also called bacteria with their coats off, as they do not have cell wall. Chrysophytes, euglenoids, slime molds, and protozoas belong to kingdom Protozoa. Chrysophytes includes diatoms and desmids. Desmids are golden algae. In diatoms, the cell wall forms 2 thin overlapping shells that fit together as in a soap box. Diatoms left behind large amount of cell wall impregnated with silica deposits in their habitats. This accumulation over billions of years is referred to as diatomaceous earth. Diatoms are the chief producers in the oceans. Dinoflagellates are mostly marine and photosynthetic. Red dinoflagellate, Goniolex, makes the sea appear red. The full name is Goniolex catinella. Euglenoids are freshwater organisms found in stagnant water. I repeat, euglenoids are freshwater organisms that are found in stagnant water. Instead of cell wall, they have a protein-rich layer called the pellicle, which makes their body flexible. They are photosynthetic, but in absence of sunlight behave as heterotrophs. Next. Slime molds are saprophytic protists. Under suitable conditions, slime molds form an aggregation called plasmodium, which grow and spread over several feet. There are 4 major groups of protozoas like amoeboid, flagellated, ciliated, and sporozoas. Sleeping sickness is caused by a flagellated protozoa called trypanosoma. Fungal body is made up of thread-like hyphae, cenocytic or septate uninucleate. Fungi can live as symbionts in association with algae as lichens and with roots of higher plants as mycorrhiza. Fungi growing on cattle dung are called coprophilous. Fungi asexually reproduce through zoospores, conidia, sporangiospores, oidea, and chlamydospores. Fungi produce sexual spores or meiospores like ascospores and basidiospores. Mycelium is aseptate and cenocytic in Phycomycetes. Fusion of protoplasm between two motile or non-motile gametes is called plasmogamy. In Phycomycetes, asexual reproduction takes place by zoospores or aplanospores. Albugo, a parasite on mustard, and mucor belong to Phycomycetes group of fungi. Ascomycetes are commonly known as sac fungi. Asexual spores conidia are produced in Ascomycetes. Ascospores are endogenously produced. Neurospora, yeast, morels, truffles, and claviceps belong to the class Ascomycetes. In Basidiomycetes, asexual spores are generally not found, but vegetative reproduction by fragmentation is common. In Basidiomycetes, sex organs are absent, but plasmogamy is brought about by fusion of two vegetative or somatic cells of different strains or genotypes. The Basidiomycetes are exogenously produced. The basidiospores are exogenously produced on the basidium. Puccinia, agaricus, and nustilago belongs to Basidiomycetes. Deuteromycetes are commonly known as imperfect fungi because only asexual or vegetative phases of these fungi are known. The Deuteromycetes reproduced by asexual spores called the conidia. Alternatia, Coletrichum, and Trichoderma belongs to class Deuteromycetes. Bladderwort and Venus flytrap are examples of insectivorous plants, and Cuscuta is a parasite. The viruses are non-cellular and are characterized by having an inert crystalline structure outside the living cell. The name virus, that means venom or poisonous fluid, was given by Pasteur. W. M. Stanley showed that viruses could be crystallized and crystals consist largely of protein. Viruses are obligate parasites. In general, viruses that infect plants have single-stranded RNA. I repeat, in general, viruses that infect plants have single-stranded RNA like TMV, and viruses that infect animals have either single-stranded or double-stranded RNA or double-stranded DNA. Bacterial viruses or bacteriophages are usually double-stranded DNA viruses. Viroids are smaller than viruses, contains only RNA, and cause potato spindle tuber disease. Prions are abnormally folded proteins, smaller than viruses, and causal agents of some neurological diseases like Chiari-Jakob, bovine spongiform encephalopathy, BSE, and mad cow disease. In lichens, the algal component is known as phycobiont and fungal component as mycobiont. In 5-kingdom classification of Whittaker, there is no mention of lichens and viruses, viroids, and prions.